Okay, happy Monday, everyone. Okay, first thought is we're somewhere in Chicago in the 30s. Could be as late as the 50s. Oh, 41. If this is a brand new license. But yeah, I mean, I guess the earliest possible year is 41, so we should go a little later. I don't see any. This is a Dodge 38, so I don't see any great reason to go much later. The hats and everything screaming during the war to me. Could be a bit later with some of these boxy cars. Okay, we'll go down to 43. And then the way that Illinois is, you kind of have to go Chicago here. Seems like we've got a theater, a big boulevard. Yeah, honestly, the thing that makes me least excited about it is this boulevard. Okay, could be in South Chicago here. I'll try to go relatively close to regular Chicago. Yeah, we were in South Chicago. We were farther south than that. And we were 41. Okay. Feels like China. This is Chinese writing. It is unsimplified characters, which these days would mean like Taiwan. But when this was taken, very possibly, they just hadn't simplified anywhere yet. But this color photograph, color film, I think we are in Taiwan because of these complex characters. Also, a bit of English, just enough English makes you think Taiwan. So we're going to go Taipei here. And then 70s based on fashion. This one car is kind of hard to know. It's just so far away. It's hard to know exactly what fashion would be like. But I'm going to go early 70s. Oh, Hong Kong. Hong Kong also. Also was probably using unsimplified characters back then. Also makes English make sense. Okay, I think we're in North Korea. I mean, the brutal indoor photo. This is Kim Jong-un, and this is his father, Kim Jong-il. And yeah, who knows how often they're updating their tech stack, but we'll basically kind of have to go Pyongyang. And then presumably Kim Jong-il is still alive. Also, they're using this stuff, so go at the university. And early aughts here. It's 90s era computing for our standards, but obviously they don't have a lot of money there. Yeah, I guess we first got an LED monitor in my house. Probably would have been around 2001, 2002, I think. No, that's not quite right. I was probably in like No, that's right. I do think that's right, actually. Okay. So I'm going to go 2002 here. Oof. Woo. Brutal. Okay, this is the flag of Iceland. Also Brazil here. I mean, Iceland. We've got to be in Reykjavik, right? I'm guessing this is celebrating an Icelandic team getting back from the Rio Olympics. That is my guess. I think this is actually a chance that this is specifically described in a review of an Icelandic hot dog stand in John Green's collection of essays, The Anthropocene Reviewed. There's a chance that like he's in this photo because he was in Iceland at the time, and I think that's the 2016 Olympics. Let's see, 2008 was Beijing, 2012 was London, 2020 was Tokyo. So yeah, it's 2016. And this looks like an iconic statue in front of a sort of New Agey church. But I don't want to get too far away from like downtown Reykjavik. What is this in the middle of their city? I am going to look that up afterwards. That's fascinating. Okay, I don't think I'm going to make you guys sit here while I try to get this exact. But gosh, it does make me want to visit Reykjavik. Also, all of their names for things are so intriguing. Yeah, what are these? Just like, they look like ice flows in the middle of the city. It's possible. Okay, I'll just go in the middle here. Funny, I got it right on for the wrong reason. Why do these have the Brazilian flag here? Unless they're like left over from that. I do think there's a chance this is what John Green is describing. Okay. Okay, I think this is Copenhagen. I do not recognize this man. Obviously, he's just working alone at home. So that could explain why he's dressed more casually, but I'm inclined to believe that this is a little bit later, and that's why he's dressed casually. Tree outside his window. Makes you want to put him near a park. This feels like some mid-century stuff. Gosh. Oh, this is a big-time post-war industrial design thing. We are supposed to recognize this guy, surely, and I do not. Is 68 late enough for this kind of... I don't think so. I think we're going to go into the 70s. Wow. Lucky guess. Just lucky. Lucky. Okay, pretty good day. I mean, Chicago was easy. Honestly, I punted away a couple hundred points there with the year. I stand by that move. You know, we're never in 1940 or earlier there. And I don't think you replace a license plate every year. So I'm pleased they even got the right street, although it was way too far north. They were in much farther south Chicago. But again, I stand by bringing myself farther north because I don't know Chicago that well, and I don't want to bring us too far away from mainland Chicago. This one I'm embarrassed of it. I should have thought Hong Kong as well, with the addition, with the English in particular. That should have brought me to Hong Kong. It's the link, not the image. Yeah, all this English. There's no way of knowing that this is Cantonese instead of Mandarin, though, as far as I can tell. Okay. 6 years off. I mean, 2008 is crazy to be using those monitors. Iceland, bang on. And yeah, I mean, that's an intersection. The two things that kind of got me to the year were his shirt and that lamp. And obviously, just got lucky being nearby within Copenhagen. Okay, I'm going to look up what these things are once I'm off air. GG's.